Look at the numbers for these teams, Brent. They both pile up assists.
Well, those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
Now Washington starting five. Kyle Kuzma out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then it's Jordan Poole. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Carrington in at the shooting guard position. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
And just getting more and more dangerous on the pick and roll situation. John Collins with a smart play there.
Poole, the pass to Valanciunas. Outside Coulibaly. This one for three. Counted from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Markkanen left side. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Washington.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Poole. Jacks up a three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And just another weapon that Jordan Poole has in his offensive arsenal.
Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the fourth best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings. And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
Poole, the pass to Kuzma. The kick out to Poole. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Collier, he's checked in for George.
Coming up the floor for the Jazz, number 13, Isaiah Collier.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Collier driving to the basket. Kicks it out to Collins. From outside the arc. Collier, no good. The Wizards have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor to the paint. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Yeah, don't settle for all the jump shots if you got that size and that ability. Kuzma getting to the rim.
Markkanen for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Poole with the ball. Picked up by Markkanen. Kuzma outside. Misses the 3. Utah's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Markkanen outside. Takes a 3. They get the rebound. Tries again. Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
Yeah, the way you keep plays alive is with some effort, and John Collins giving it to you.
Poole against Sexton. And the call will be against John Collins. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's Poole.
Well, the coaching staff wants this kind of play from Colin Sexton. It's about hustle.
You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A. And unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
Poole, no good. Had a chance to end the run there.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season for the first time in a long time hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle. Brian, they're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Ooh, not good there, Allie. Thank you. Utah leading. Markkanen, pass to Sexton. Kessler with it. Collins outside. Pass to Markkanen. 4 on the clock. Fires it from 18. And that one's good. Markkanen's got 5 now.
You don't see Markkanen operate too much from that area on the floor, but he's smart enough not to pass up that open shot.
Here's Carrington. And And he dunks it down.
Powerful. He saw an opening and turned it into a highlight reel.
Man, just sent it down with some force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
Now here's Sexton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Sexton's got his second basket.
Closer Sexton gets to the basket, the more dangerous he can become, and the defense has got to recognize that.
And that one's good. Poole.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Pass to Sexton. There's a screen. Fires for three. Gets the three to fall. Give him 8.
Well, Sexton feeling it now and getting it going from the three-point line.
Kuzma outside. Back to Poole. Out to the wing. Here's Carrington. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Knocks down the long J.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
What a performance for Colin Sexton. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Utah.
But we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. We've got Malcolm Brogdon. Marvin Bagley is out there with Sarge. Then it's Kispert, and it's Bay in at the 3, the small forward.
How about Brogdon rising up to the rim?
Utah leading by 6 with the Bradley Beal trade. Washington made it clear they were going in a new direction, Brent.
Yeah, it felt like the Wizards were stuck in the Delaware just a little bit. They won 34 or 35 games for 3 straight seasons, and trading away Bradley Beal was an admittance to, hey, we've got to start over. We've got to do something to get some younger players in here on the roster and give us some flexibility. The future is now for the Washington Wizards.
Here's Bay. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Hendricks. He's covered by Bagley. Outside Mills. They set the pick. Up and in on the layup. Mills has got 8 points.
For a guy who makes his living behind the three-point line, Mills looks comfortable there, taking it inside.
Bagley a screen on Mills. Brogdon, the pass to Sarr. Right side, Brogdon. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
At the line for the Wizards, Malcolm Brogdon. Taking 2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules.
Oh, still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And Mills, here we go. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Pass to Hendricks. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. And it's Clarkson missing.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And it's Jordan Clarkson with the foul. That's his first foul. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. Hits a three-pointer. Brogdon's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Brogdon just has a great feel as to when he should shoot it. Most of the time it's in rhythm and within the offense.
And Mills, here we go. And the ball out of play. The Wizards will have it. The Wizards trail by 8. Brogdon feeling it out a bit. Bay outside. There's the triple. Pass to Sarr. And there's the call on Drew Eubanks. That's his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
It's stolen by Clarkson. Now here's Mills. 4-3. Kept alive. Eubanks the screen. Mills the pass to Eubanks. Kicks it out to Clarkson. 3 on the clock. Back to Eubanks. Inside. Here's Brogdon. And Brogdon with the stuff.
Yeah, scoring through a pretty good hit right there is Malcolm Brogdon. Here's an N1 opportunity.
Washington shooting their first free throw of the game here. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Now here's Mills. Give him 8. The shot's good. Mills has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Well schooled in the ways of the pick and roll. Mills plays that one to perfection.
Brogdon, the pass to Kispert. Brogdon with a screen on Clarkson. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's stolen by Clarkson. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. Eubanks gets the bucket.
And we think of Clarkson often as a scorer, but there, making the unselfish pass, just great work.
Here's Brogdon. Brogdon with a strong finish.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Jazz leading by 7. Here's Hendricks. And he got the whistle on the way up. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use it.
First team foul.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Williams is checked in. And he drops the first. Well, Brent, since 1980, the Wizards have had home court advantage in the playoffs just one time.
B.A., do you want to have anything that you want to share that's positive about the Wizards? I mean, this team has not made it out of the second round in that span. So hard to envision that happening anytime soon. You got a long way to go.
Outside for Brogdon. Stolen by Mills. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Let's go with a 3. It's deflected.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Free throw good, Bagley. "19 seconds left to play in the first half. Brogdon, the pass to Sarr. Outside Brogdon. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big man. That's just too good a shot and great concentration.
Here's Mills, and the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Jazz out in front. They're up by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Malcolm Brogdon.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Markkanen and Collins the 3 and 4. George and Sexton in the backcourt. And it's Kessler in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
Now here's Markkanen. Collins outside, and Collins gets double teamed. Back to George. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the lob, and then it's Collins with the dunk.
Man, so impressive. Collins way up for that one.
Sexton against Poole. Shakes him. The kick out to Kuzma. Knocks it loose. Oh, George with a steal. And the Jazz pushing it up now. 3-pointer. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. Wizards trail by 6. Pass to Carrington. Poole from long range. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Poole. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, John Collins is fitting nicely on the Jazz, and Coach Will Hardy said he's given us a huge lift on the offensive end. He's a tough cover, the way he's able to mix up popping and rolling. The defense can't prepare for just one thing. It makes him a dynamic threat.
Able to score on multiple levels, Allie. Thank you. And there's the drive.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Poole against Markkanen. Poole's floating in for the slam. He's electric.
Using those hops to attack the rim. Poole takes flight.
George outside. And he drives in. Good. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Jazz leading by 6. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Markkanen. Kicks it to George. 6 to shoot. Back to Markkanen. Oh, look at the fin with the finish. Lauri Markkanen.
And Markkanen has really found a great flow. The defense hasn't had an answer for it.
The drive by Poole. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Well, whenever Jordan Poole is out there, Brent, you expect some highlight reel moments.
Well, there's no doubt that Jordan Poole's the kind of player that's going to take some chances. And sometimes it doesn't go so well, but when the times pay off, BA, it is spectacular.
All right, Graham, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname, the Pool Party?
Oh, it's very apt, right? Because when he's on, everyone is having a good time. But it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it.
And stolen by Sexton. Collins with it, and it's Kuzma picking him up. And Collins with the slam.
John Collins can run as a big and impressive right there in the open court.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. George has got 9 points.
That's pretty much not how they want to bend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to Carrington. 1:21 left in the third. Can they get it? The kick out to Poole. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. The 3 from Valanciunas. Utah grabs the miss. George outside. Oh, there's the alley. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
For three. Shot's good by Carrington. Carrington's got 6 in the quarter.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
George outside. Drives to the hoop. And he can't get that one. Kuzma with the defensive effort. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas just needs a little bit of airspace. He's so big, easy for him to get to the rim.
And finished off by Kessler.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Poole gets it in close.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
8 seconds left in the third. Left side Mills. Off the mark there with a 3. The shot no good. And so it's Utah ending the quarter up 10. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. All right, we'll get back to fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Brogdon. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Marvin Bagley is out there with Sarr. Then there's Corey Kispert. Then there's Sadiq Bey. And it's Brogdon in at the 1. Misses the layup. Jazz leading by 10. Williams from long range. Kispert grabs a miss. Washington has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. And it's Jordan Clarkson with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Brogdon up top. To the inside. Sarr. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
Mills, the pass to Eubanks. Back to Mills. Pass to Hendricks. Let's go with a 3. Drains the triple.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Mills. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Kispert, the pass to Sarr. Mills against Brogdon. Shot clock at 5.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Here's Hendricks. Off target from outside. The Wizards trail by 9. Kispert, the pass to Bagley. Nice move. And he lays it in.
Working around the rim, Bagley a tough cover there because of his quickness.
Mills against Brogdon. The kick out to Williams. Buries it from 3. And the Jazz lead by 10.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. So Utah ends up going with a new group. And Washington will go for a different look here. Jonas Valanciunas has checked in for Sarr. Kuzma comes in for Bagley. Coulibaly, he's checked in for Bey. And it's Jordan Poole in for Kispert. George, good.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Brogdon from outside. Can't get it to drop. Jazz leading by 13. Here's George. Outside for Sexton. Back to Collins. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Washington. Coulibaly on the wing. Collins defending. And again, Washington, no good. Utah's gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. Outside for Brogdon. From deep, Brogdon!
Well, everything in sync right now for Brogdon. Nice base, good timing, good release.
Markkanen for 3. Ooh, poked away. The Wizards trail by 10. Kuzma with the ball. Guarded now by George. The kick out to Poole. Back to Kuzma. Misses off the right iron. And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Utah leading by 10. Pass to Markkanen. Kicks it out to Collins. Takes the 3.
Kuzma knowing his body well and using it.
The Jazz again can't hit. To the middle. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
The 3 from Sexton hits the trifecta. And the Jazz lead by 11.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Jazz.
Seemed like the sheer volume of 3-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency from Keontae George.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Puts up a 3. They grab their own miss. Pass to Valanciunas. There's the 3. Collins with the rebound. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap. Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And that one's good. Poole.
He left his defender shook right there, destroying him with that slick handle.
Unbelievable handles. He's got more handles than a 6-door limousine. Quickness, body control, all of that on display.
Here's George. And the jam by George. The ball's knocked loose. And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside
the small forward position.
And you think about the future of this. Great lead, certainly Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Bogdanovich out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Claxton in at the center position.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
George looking over the floor. Pass to Collins. Sexton against Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. Puts the move on. And Sexton slams it in.
And it's great to see Sexton slashing inside with that quickness and athleticism. Boy, he is tough to contain.
And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Outside, George. Pass to Sexton. Here's Kessler. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
The Nets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Schroeder kicks to Thomas. A slam dunk by Thomas.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. Loves getting it up there and knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
4-on-3 break. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Puts up a 3. Good on the triple.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Sexton's shot is good.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Jazz trail by 7. George passes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy move.
Bogdanovich wide open. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
And that one drops.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Claxton with it. Pass to Thomas. To the inside. Here's Schroeder. Just 4 to shoot. Thomas's shot is off. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 5. Here's Collins. And the rejection by Claxton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. Brooklyn on defense. Markkanen can't get it to go. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
For Utah, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting well.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Thomas, no good. Jazz trail by 5. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. George. And George with the stuff.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. Thomas sets a screen for Schroeder. Takes it off the glass. Schroeder's got 9.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Collins a screen on Thomas. Lobbed up there for Collins. And finished off by Collins.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. A big-time effort for Dennis Schroeder, providing a lot of energy for Brooklyn. Setting up. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
They've got Clarkson. He's out there with Mills. Drew Eubanks out there with Williams. And it's Hendricks in at power forward. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Here's Hendricks. Pass to Williams. To the left side wing. Here's Hendricks. Shoots the 3. Clowney pulls it in. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Whitehead. Off target with his 3. Utah's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And for the Jazz, the last few seasons, coach, have been a period of rebuilding.
Yeah, it has, Kevin. You know they acquired a lot of draft capital when they traded Gobert and Mitchell. And they've since drafted a lot of young talent and still have plenty of picks to work with.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Utah?
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Whitehead.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Mills finds Williams. With the shot. Gets an open look and hits. Williams has got the lead up to 3 now for Utah. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Simmons. Rebound by Williams. Jazz have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Now, here's Clarkson. Guarded closer. He gets it in there.
Oh, slick move by Clarkson. Getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
Johnson dishes to Simmons. Here's Carney. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And an unfortunate trend for the Utah Jazz stem the past couple seasons, losing the battle of possessions.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's hard to overcome. When you turn the ball over at a high rate, and then at the other end, you don't force any turnovers, you're losing that possession game all the time. Now, fortunately, they rebound the ball well, and that helps a little, but it doesn't totally solve the problem.
4-on-3 break. There's the lob to the hoop.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Mills with it. He's against Williams. Hendricks. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Johnson from outside. Hits it from 3-point range. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Up top, Mills. He's guarded by Williams. Clarkson is screen on Williams. Mills passes to Clarkson. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. 41 seconds left in the first half. Johnson sets the screen for Williams, and Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So Utah ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
George against Schroeder. Pass to Thomas. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Schroeder finds Thomas. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Thomas got 8 points.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
The Jazz have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Stolen by Markkanen. It'll count. And that one released in time, but no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Jazz lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Sexton attacking. George with no one around. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. George has got the lead up to 7 now for the Jazz. You know, talking to Keontae George, he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the process for him.
Boy, a guy like that, coach, has got to be fun to coach.
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking for.
George passes to Markkanen. And the 3 off target.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Takes the 3. A rebound by the Jazz. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Sexton. Buries it down low. And that's now 9 points for Colin Sexton.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Utah leading by 7. Outside, George. Pass to Markkanen. Basket good. Markkanen's got 7.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Schroeder. Here's Claxton. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
George finds Collins.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
And it's the Jazz's ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. Buries the long-range jumper. 8 points for him.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
There's Thomas with the 3.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game.
In the air and down hard.
Oh, stop.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. The NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times in the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, DA. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. So Utah ends up going with a new group.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Some dishes to Williams. Drains it from beyond the arc. Williams has got 7.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Back to Bogdanovich. 50 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Clowney. Boom, he jams it straight down.
I love Bogdanovic's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Williams' shot is off. Nets trail by 11. And Simmons kicks to Bogdanovic. Pass to Clowney. Williams looking around. A three-pointer off the mark. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. Led by as many as 14 points. Fires from deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Simmons got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Whitehead. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. 5 points in the game. Williams with a clean look. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so it's Utah in the driver's seat, up 8. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guards. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. We've got Williams. Clarkson is out there with Mills. Then there's Drew Eubanks. And it's Hendricks in at the 4. That's the group right now for Utah. It's Williams with the drive. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Patrick Mills gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. Schroeder against George. Gets the bucket and the foul. Keontae George picks one up.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
They get the rebound. Bogdanovic against Sexton. Collins passes it to Sexton. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Jazz lead by 6.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere. And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
And yes, it's good.
And that's 2 tough points. From Collins, willing to mix it up down low.
Schroeder against George. Finney-Smith kicks it over to Schroeder. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And here is Markkanen. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's the teardrop. And it's Schroeder missing. Jazz leading by 6. Kicks it out to Markkanen. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Sexton against Thomas. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Offensive rebound. Lets it go with a 3. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And early on, Markkanen has demonstrated how efficient he is from that range. Have to run him off the line.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
The shot by George, no good. Nets trail by 9. Claxton the pass to Bogdanovic. Oh, Claxton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And George kicks to Markkanen. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Wants to get it to Kessler and does. Back to Markkanen. Tries yet again. And it's good on the way up. Markkanen's got 12 points here in the second half.
And once Markkanen flips the switch, it's fun to watch. Love seeing him be that aggressive.
It's Thomas outside. Nailed from three-point land.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Collins kicks to George. Sinks the triple. And the Jazz lead by 9.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Kessler wide open. He fires. Misses the three. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Claxton. Thomas with the ball. George picks him up. Clock at 6 for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Here's Kessler for the 3. And so it's Utah with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, BA. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, we've got Cam Thomas. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Williams, and it's Bogdanovich in at the two-guard spot.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Sinks it from distance.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Bagley. Poole, the pass to Bagley. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Valanciunas passes to Kuzma. Just 5 on the clock. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
When Valanciunas forces the issue like that, he is really tough to handle. He does a good job drawing contact.
And if you're a longtime Washington Wizards fan, you have to be pining for the glory days, Doris.
And think how far back those glory days were, the 1970s. Back then they made 4 finals and won 1 championship. But since that point, BA, they haven't even made a conference finals. And yet again, they are in a rebuild. Incredible.
Now here's Kuzma. Coulibaly on the wing. Pass to Bagley. The kick out to Kuzma. And the basket is good.
Excellent recognition from Kuzma. Solid running these screen and rolls.
And here's Thomas from the arc. Valanciunas with a rebound. And so it's Valanciunas who brings up the ball for the Wizards. Poole. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Thomas misses. Thomas has gone 1 for 3 on the night. The kick out to Poole. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Poole. The Nets have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Thomas passes to Bogdanovich. Down low. Here's Claxton.
Getting those long arms in the way and the vision of that shooter, Jonas Valanciunas, doesn't get the block, but he changed the shot.
Here's Coulibaly. Fires in the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Thomas. And that one's good. Thomas has got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Poole. Pass to Valanciunas. And the call will be against Nicholas Claxton. That's his first foul of the game.
Nicholas Claxton. First personal foul.
Thomas with a steal.
Excellent defensive instincts leading to the quick reaction.
Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Bilal Coulibaly. Well, if you don't overthink it, what Cam Thomas does on offense is very impressive at his age, Doris.
I think, B.A., what you love about Cam Thomas is he is fearless. He doesn't concern himself with efficiency. His mindset is, I'm going to score, and if I've missed the last 10, it doesn't matter. This next one's going in.
Now here's Thomas. Give him 8 points now. Bogdanovich on the wing. Coulibaly defending. Outside Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Thomas outside. Deflected. There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Valanciunas. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, terrific instincts from Jonas Valanciunas on the interior. This guy has improved in the low post every year.
The kick out to Williams. Bogdanovich passes to Claxton. Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Washington. Bagley up top. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Bagley, no good. 2 for 1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Finney-Smith. Claxton a screen on Bagley. Nice shot by Finney-Smith.
Well, this is where Dorian Finney-Smith has really come such a long way. What a transformation to a real threat beyond the arc.
Now here's Poole. Kuzma with a screen on Thomas. And that one's good. Poole
attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Got it off in time. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. Wizards out in front. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Wizards.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the floor for Brooklyn, Johnson is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Ben Simmons, and it's Clowney in at the center position.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
Here's Schroeder, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Well, the Nets are still feeling the ramifications of trading for James Harden, Doris.
Well, B.A., consider in that trade they gave away Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, and 4 first-round picks for a total of just 80 games played for James Harden. The reverberations are still being felt.
Not only is Sarr a willing passer, he's a very skilled passer as well.
Here's Schroeder. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Schroeder's gotten 4 this quarter.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Brogdon against Schroeder. Right side Brogdon. Pass to Sarr. Bay from long range. He drops it from range. Bay's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
And slam dunk by Simmons.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves no doubt.
And there's a pick. Schroeder against Brogdon. Bay passes to Brogdon. Oh, Brogdon gets a step. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons.
That is the long arms and defensive prowess of Ben Simmons on display.
Schroeder passes to Johnson. Fires from deep. Sinks the tray. And now it's just a 2-point Wizard lead.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Brogdon, the pass to Bay. Here's Carrington. Kispert on the wing, covered by Johnson. Releases. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Lets the 3 fly, and Johnson gets it to go on the assist from Simmons. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
The Wizards trail by 4. Brogdon feeling it out a bit. Pass to Carrington. Now Kispert. Outside for Bay. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Possession to Brooklyn.
Brooklyn leading by 4. And here's Schroeder outside. And Bay pulls it down. Washington's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Over to the left wing. Pass to Kispert. Jacks up a 3. Brooklyn with the board. Outside Schroeder. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of this one. On target from range.
Well, rhythm, confidence. When Schroeder is pulling the trigger, you know he's feeling it.
Here's Sarr. Pass to Carrington. Knocked loose. Clock at 6. Kispert, the pass to Sarr. Hits the J after faking out the D with a quick up fake. Sarr's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, in the lane there. I mean, that's easy money for Sarr.
Schroeder can't get it to go.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And here's Kispert from the arc. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Dennis Schroeder making highlights for Brooklyn. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, execute it.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Jonas Valanciunas out there with Marvin Bagley. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. And it's Poole in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Brian, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. Now here's Kuzma. Over Williams. Washington again can't hit. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Doris, we know how big fashion is in today's NBA. Perhaps no one showcases this more than Kyle Kuzma.
And you can tell, B.A., Kuz definitely has some fun with some of the outfit choices. He does not mind causing a stir on social media, and he does not mind pushing boundaries.
Now here's Poole. Pass to Koulibaly. Valanciunas down low. Open on Claxton. Kuzma for three. Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn leading by 11. Thomas outside. Finney Smith passes to Bogdanovic. Thomas with the ball. Bogdanovic with a screen on Poole. The kick out to Williams. With the floater. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's going to go on Jordan Poole.
Man, good whistle there.
Brooklyn shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And Williams drops them both. Doris, you look at this Washington team. They hit the reset button.
B.A., I am sure that's not an easy decision to make, but I believe it was the right move. Washington was kind of stuck at that play-in level. Now they have a clear focus and direction on the future. May take some time, but I like the plan.
And that one's good. Koulibaly.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Poole's shot is off. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Doris, in a league that glorifies offense, you have to appreciate what Finney Smith brings to the defensive end.
B.A., one of those guys who brings versatility and perhaps more importantly, dependability. You can put him on the ball, off ball, guards, even bigs. You talk about a true do-it-all defender, that's Dorian Finney-Smith.
So Washington ends up going with a new group. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. Here's Sarr. He has 6. There's a screen. Kispert outside. Here's Bay. And he's going to the line. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
Third team foul. At the line for the Wizards.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Well, this is one of his great strengths. Ben Simmons has outstanding vision.
They set the pick. Brogdon against Schroeder. Kispert on the wing. 4-3. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Kispert's got 6.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Whitehead. Back to Simmons. And stolen by Bay. Kispert with the ball. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Sarr. Kispert left side. The 3 is up. And again, it's Washington with the 3.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force the shot inside. Kick it out.
Outside Schroeder from the arc. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Well, Dennis Schroeder taking advantage of the pick and roll action. Very good decision maker.
Brogdon, the pass to Sarr. Outside for Brogdon. Pulls it. And another basket for Washington.
Is surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Hey, 3 points is better. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Nets, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Ben Simmons, and it's Clowney in at the center position. The shot by Johnson, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Right wing. Sarr passes to Kispert. And the deficit down inside single digits. Kispert's got 9 points here in the second half.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Kispert outside. Outside for Brogdon. Stolen by Schroeder. From deep, Johnson gets the three to fall. And the Nets lead by 13. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. So Washington ends up going with a new group.
Substitution on the court.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Kuzma finds Poole. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Poole up top. Thomas defends. Just 4 to shoot. Koulibaly. And the shot goes down.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Pass to Finney-Smith. The three ball. And the Nets, another three.
Yeah, this is the kind of shot that the team relies on Finney-Smith to make. You get a look, you've got to be willing to knock it down.
Poole, the pass to Valanciunas. And here's Koulibaly. Valanciunas sets a screen. The offensive rebound. Got a piece of it. To the wing, right side. Out to Bagley. Kuzma for 3. That one no good.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Fires the 3. And Thomas is good for 3. Thomas has got 6 in the quarter.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Kispert's checked in for Washington. 1:46 left to play in the fourth quarter. Bogdanovich on the wing. Poole against Thomas. Fires from the corner. And there's another one for the Nets.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
He buries it from 3.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Back to Poole. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Bogdanovich. And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for the Nets. At one point, they led by 16.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Nets.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Thomas outside. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Williams. Outside Bogdanovich. Rebound Washington. Poole outside. Fires the three. Drills it from deep. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And here's Thomas from the arc. Here's Claxton. Can't connect. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They have to feel good about this performance.
difficult stretch recently and are hoping to turn things around in this one.
Yeah, it's a new opportunity. And Kevin, I expect each side to be hungry and motivated to get this win. And if not, the struggles will continue.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. And it's Kessler in at the 5.
Yeah, when Collins gets up there like that, look out.
Sexton against Poole. To the right side. Now here's Valanciunas. He's guarded close. Clock at 4. Poole with the screen for Kuzma. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. The shot's good.
Poole just threw that up. I bet he practices that.
And George kicks to Sexton. Back to George. Here's Collins. Kicks it out to Markkanen. George sets a screen for Markkanen. It's rebounded by Koulibaly.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And when you look at the career of Kyle Kuzma, he has played, Brent, various roles.
Yeah, Kevin, different spots and different things that have been asked of him by different coaches in different systems. So sixth-man, spot-up shooter, go-to scorer. It speaks a lot to his adaptability. Hopefully he'll settle in and become the player that he knows confidently he is.
And George kicks to Markkanen. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Combine Markkanen's size and that soft touch. It makes him a constant threat inside the painted area. That's why they call him the finisher.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Good on the three-point shot.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Poole with it. George picks him up. Poole against George. Out to Kuzma. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Kuzma's got 5.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
He just powered that one.
One of the game's top dunkers. Poole finds Kuzma. Here's Carrington. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 2. And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Puts it up off the inbound. And again, it's Utah.
A terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. The Wizards are trying to stay motivated for their rebuild. Kyle Kuzma says you have to change your approach a little bit. And it's like, what do you do it for? For me, it's about development every single day. Take care of your body, work hard, watch film, be studious, and find beauty in the struggle. Kevin?
And like you said, David, making it work every single day. Great approach.
Using those hops to attack the rim. Poole takes flight.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Collins finds George. Collins a screen on Poole. Lobbed up there for Collins. It's stolen. The numbers in their favor. And he finished it off with a lane. Poole's got 8.
Yeah, Poole has that ability, that one stride, full speed kind of player. Nice action there.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Sexton against Poole. Here's Carrington. Buries the long-range jumper. Carrington's got his second basket of the game.
When you can score the ball and the defense makes adjustments your way to do that, Poole has to take advantage like that.
Here's Markkanen. Outside for Sexton. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Back to Poole. Wizards passing it around. Kuzma passes to Poole. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Kuzma from the arc. And so it's Jordan Poole making highlights for Washington. He notched. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Mills. He's out there with Jordan Clarkson. Drew Eubanks out there with Williams. And it's Hendricks in at the 4. Song, the pass to Brogdon. Shoots over Mills. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
The kick out to Williams. And stolen by Song. Bay passes to Bagley. Brogdon outside. Nailed from three-point land. Brogdon's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Clarkson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And Malcolm Brogdon, Brent has moved around a little bit in his career, but he's always found a way to contribute.
Well, I think coaches appreciate, Kevin, the way that Malcolm plays the game in terms of his efficiency. They can always use that ability out there. A guy who makes solid decisions with the ball and is a knockdown shooter with high percentages.
Back to Brogdon, inside, Kispert, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Well, the size that Brogdon has at the point guard, a good job of finding somebody over the top.
Here's Williams, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Sadiq Bey.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Pass to Mills. Lays it up off the glass. Mills has got the lead up to 3 now for Utah.
Well, he lacks some size and some strength, but Mills creative in the inside to finish that one.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Jordan Clarkson tries to be aggressive for most of the game. And when he's looking to score from the mid-range, he knocks a couple down. He can be dangerous.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Jazz.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
And it's blocked. Clarkson passes to Eubanks. Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Brogdon. Back to Eubanks. Pass to Mills from deep. The offensive rebound. Misses in close. And it's Bay with the ball for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 1. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Here's Bagley. Back to Brogdon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Don't want to be careless around any point guard in the league. This time it's Brogdon, and he's capable of drawing that foul.
He misses the free throw. That one drops. He ties it up. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Clarkson, and it's Clarkson on the foul. Clarkson's got 11 points in the quarter.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And the foul called on Alex Song. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And here's Mills from the arc. Here's Mills. Here's Eubanks. And Sarr pulls it down. Outside, Bagley. Knocks down the 3-ball. And now a 3-point Wizards lead.
Well, Bagley knows how important an outside shot is for today's big, and he knocks one down.
The shot by Williams, no good. 3-pointer. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Malcolm Brogdon making highlights for Washington. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Right back after this break.
And now, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Run line. They're thinking about the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Malcolm Brogdon has been exceptional here tonight.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Now, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
They've got Kyle Kuzma. He's out there with Koulibaly. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Carrington in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Brent Koulibaly got a lot of minutes last season, and it's paid off.
Well, Kevin, I think this guy is hungry. I think he's hungry to prove that he can be an elite wing player in the league. His work ethic is top-notch. And this guy, if he goes at it defensively, can be on those all-defensive teams by the time his career is done.
Rebound by the Wizards. It's Kuzma top the key. And Kuzma slams it in.
Yeah, don't settle for all the jump shots if you got that size and that ability. Kuzma getting to the rim.
Here's Sexton. Here's the drive. And it's Sexton slamming it down.
I'm telling you, this kid loves the spotlight, loves center stage. Sexton just firing up his teammates.
Poole with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Back to Poole. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Carrington. Launches it. And it's Jordan Poole with the 3. Poole's got the lead up to 9 now for the Wizards.
And just another weapon that Jordan Poole has in his offensive arsenal.
Sexton for 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Sexton's got 8 points.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
The kick out to Poole. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Poole. Here's Carrington. Defended by Sexton. Carrington, that's good.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
And Sexton slams it in.
Well, when you don't get in his way, Sexton's going to get up there and throw it down.
Poole against Sexton. The drive by Poole. And he gets the whistle. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
For 2, Jordan Poole. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's called about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Poole with it, now defended by Markkanen. Kuzma outside. Back to Coulibaly. To the paint. Kuzma, that's good. 9 points for Kyle Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma's body control exemplary on that play. Sets a solid pick and then spins out into the open space.
Here's George, and the shot goes in.
Didn't want to settle for something going away from the basket. Aggressive with a finger roll.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Poole. To the middle. Stolen by Kessler. And it's Sexton penetrating. George with no one around. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists now in this one. Poole kicks to Valanciunas. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And even 3-on-3 break. Sexton on the wing. He's defended by Coulibaly.
Well, this is the one guy you did not want to see get started. He started.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Wizards trail by 3. Brogdon the pass to Sarr. Now here's Kispert. He's tightly guarded. In the corner, Bay with it. Good on the triple. Bay's got the game tied up here for the Wizards.
Yeah, Bay likes to get to that corner, get his feet set. He's ready to knock down 3 balls.
Pass to Williams. To the inside, Collier. Here's Clarkson. And that one, good. Clarkson's got 13.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Brogdon the pass to Sarr. Outside to Brogdon. And again, Washington with the triple. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Wizards lead by 1.
It's that time.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Wizards with the lead. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Clarkson is out there with Mills. Then there's Drew Eubanks. Then it's Williams. And it's Hendricks in at the 4. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for Utah. Williams dishes to Mills. That's good from Williams, the assist by Mills. Mills has got 3 assists in the game. Washington's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Song. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Marvin Bagley. Coulibaly, he's checked in for Sadiq Bey. And Poole subbed in for Corey Kispert. Here's Sexton. Valanciunas grabs the board.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Poole kicks to Kuzma. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Utah has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13. A nice shot by George.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
Pass to Brogdon. Kuzma with the screen for Brogdon. Kuzma with it. And Kuzma slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Outside Collins. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Collins has got the lead up to 3 now for the Jazz. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Poole kicks to Valanciunas and stolen by Sexton. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. On the wing, Markkanen. He's defended by Coulibaly. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here. Sexton trying to assume the leadership role. What a big hoop there.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Utah.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Wizards have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Coulibaly. And the rejection by Collins.
No, sir. Collins sending that one away.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Look at the clock. A little over 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Collins not the first option, but wow, stepping up.
Sexton against Poole. And a shot by Brogdon wide open. And he gets it back. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And Kuz on the cruise with that bucket.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Jordan Poole picks one up. That's good from Jordan.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Poole, the pass to Kuzma. Brogdon looking it over. Poole, a screen on George. Here's Brogdon, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. After now,
Comes to some of the more difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
the wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Kispert's checked in for the Wizards. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, now during that break, Will Hardy with some good words for his team. Now with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Brogdon with a screen for Poole. Outside to Brogdon. Pass to Koulibaly to take the lead. Money!
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Sexton with a screen on Poole. Right side, Sexton. At the elbow, it's Markkanen. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. And so it's Washington who's straight by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
these teams have it. They are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. George and Sexton in the backcourt. Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. And it's Kessler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's George, following the bucket by the Nets. Outside Sexton. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
You have to admire Sexton's confidence. Fantastic initiative and understanding when to shoot off the catch.
Back to Bogdanovich. From outside the arc. Drops in the 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's George. And he lobs it up. And Collins with the slam.
Throw it anywhere near Collins. He'll take care of the rest, putting his athleticism and length to perfect use.
The Nets haven't been to the conference finals since 2003. Richard, can you name someone on that team?
There was a 22-year-old dude named, I think it was Richard Jefferson, but most people have never heard of him. But seriously, the Nets have had some great players over the last 20 years. They just haven't had that same team success.
Now here's Sexton. Six on the shot clock. The 15-footer. The rebound by Simmons.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Thomas for 3. Utah grabs the miss. Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez.
And I took the time to ask him about his strategy for Lauri Markkanen, and he said, we know he's going to hit big shots and be physical on the floor, but we're going to make him work for everything tonight. I hope we can test every shot that he takes. Hope and hard work. Can't ask for more than that, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
A staple in Bogdanovich's arsenal. His three-point shot is as reliable as it gets.
Here's George. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Claxton. Here's the pick. Left side, Bogdanovich. Pass to Thomas. On the take. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Sexton against Johnson. George has the open look. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. George has got this second bucket.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Simmons. Thomas outside. Thomas, a screen on Markkanen. With some arc, and count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
And look at Bogdanovich overcoming the foul, putting some muscle on his shot to get the and one chance.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Jazz trail by 4. George, left side. Markkanen, the pass to Collins. Bogdanovich against Markkanen. And the ball out of play. The Nets will have it. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Johnson passes to Thomas. Johnson against George. The 3. That one's wide left. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Markkanen outside from deep. Rebound Brooklyn.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Bogdanovich from long range connects from downtown. Bogdanovich has got 12 points in the game. On the wing, Sexton, covered by Johnson. To the wing on the left, Kessler finds Markkanen. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. And here are the Nets now. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Johnson. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Sexton. Three-pointer. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And here's Collins for 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Bojan Bogdanovich has... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Patrick Mills out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Williams. Then it's Drew Eubanks. And it's Hendricks in at the 4-man spot. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. Eubanks the screen. Clarkson's got room. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
And as a ball handler, Clarkson knows how to outwork the defense and make those openings for himself.
Outside Finney-Smith. From behind the arc. The rebound by Eubanks. Jazz trail by 4. And Richard, after going undrafted back in 2016, what a career for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Approaching a decade in this league. He's been a starter for most of that time, but he continues to be the definition of a 3-and-D glue guy.
And the three-pointer goes.
Rise and fire away. This is Clarkson's attitude as soon as he catches the rock.
After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team...
And they're not happy with the call here.
This plays under video review under NBA rules. The official...
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Williams on the wing. 6 to shoot. Basket counts. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Schroeder with it. And it's Mills picking him up. Outside Finney-Smith. Outside Williams. Outside Schroeder. Soft touch off the glass. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Hits the trifecta.
Then put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Williams with the screen to the paint. Tipped! And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mills. Mills against Schroeder. 5 on the clock. And so he draws the foul. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
Well, with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Pass to Clowney. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And the 2021 WNBA MVP, Jonquel Jones, in the house.
Yeah, just a fantastic two-way player. Jones is one of the most fun players to watch in the WNBA. So great to see her here in Brooklyn. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Knocked away. Out to the right wing. Pulls it from the corner. It's good. Schroeder's got 6 points. 1:14 left in the first half of basketball. On the wing, Clarkson. Williams defending. Now here's Williams. Defense right on him. Out to the right wing. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Lets it go from deep. Utah with another miss. The Nets with a lead. Here's Whitehead. And a nice finish on the layup. Whitehead's got his first 2 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Clarkson up top. Wide open look. Brooklyn with the board.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
To the middle. The kick out to Williams. Outside Schroeder. Lets it fly. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And it's a 6-point Brooklyn lead. Mills against Schroeder. Outside. Williams. To stop the run. Yep, that one goes.
Taking full advantage of a gap in the mid-range coverage.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Nets leading by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Tell you, one guy who's been getting it done is Bojan Bogdanovic.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Ben Simmons is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Cameron Johnson. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Thomas in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Claxton a screen on George. Outside Simmons. 5 to shoot. Markkanen against Bogdanovic. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Jazz trail by 4. Pass to Sexton. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And the quickness is unmatched. Tougher defenders to check Sexton. I mean, he just draws the contact right there.
All right, both free throws good from Sexton.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Bogdanovich with a screen on Sexton. Good chance here for Thomas. Utah grabs the miss.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Here's George. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. George has got 6 points.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Outside Simmons. Simmons with a screen on Sexton. Thomas passes to Simmons. Oh, sweet move. Oh, Kessler with the block. It's George on the wing. Collins outside. Markkanen against Claxton. Markkanen sets a screen. Sexton finds Markkanen. Outside Simmons. Thomas against Sexton. Thomas passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Thomas. Pass to Bogdanovich. Oh, dismissed.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
The Jazz have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And George with the jam.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
Thomas against Sexton. Pass to Johnson. This one for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Johnson's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. You think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star. A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
Pass to Thomas. Here's Johnson. George defending. Johnson passes to Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Bogdanovich from long range. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Collins passes to Sexton. Collins with a screen on Thomas. And he's going for the oop here. And Collins with the slam.
I mean, defending this team, you have to track Collins in the pick and roll. He'll hurt you if you lose him.
Outside Bogdanovich. No good on the triple. Sexton passes to George. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Thomas outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. The 3. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
All it takes is a few shots to fall, and Bogdanovich is in his bag, and he is feeling it.
Kicks it to George. Back to Sexton. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitutions on the court.
He got it up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've watched 3 so far in this one.
Before this quarter starts,
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Nets trail by 5. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the 4th. They've got Williams. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Patrick Mills. Then it's Drew Eubanks. And it's Hendricks in at power forward. Outside Finney Smith. Pass to Williams. Outside Finney Smith. Williams misses.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
On the wing, Clarkson. There's a screen. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And at this stage of his career, Clarkson really knows his role. A highly effective scorer who looks to decimate defenses.
He hits the second from the line. And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. 6-point game. Finney Smith a screen. Williams from long range hits a 3-pointer. Williams has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Hendricks. Outside Mills. Pass to Eubanks. Eubanks the screen. Here's Hendricks. Banked it in off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 5.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Schroeder passes to Williams. The 3-pointer off the mark. Utah has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Clarkson outside. Williams a screen on Simmons. Clarkson for 3. He can't get it to go.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Williams from long range. Knocks it down from distance. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Back to Williams. Pass to Eubanks. Here's Hendricks. 4 on the clock. Clarkson for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Now here's Simmons to take the lead. Again, the miss by Williams. Outside, Williams. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Pass to Eubanks. Outside, Williams. And it's stolen by Finney Smith. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Simmons. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And it's Clarkson missing. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Right side Simmons. And stolen by Williams. And here's Mills from the arc. Knocks down the triple.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a 3-point shot.
Right side Schroeder. Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Hendricks.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
We've got 1:23 left in the final quarter. Yep, that one's good.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Shot's good by Schroeder.
And this is just typical of him. always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Big-time points from Clarkson. He might not start a ton of games, but Jordan certainly can finish.
That one falls.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Bogdanovich comes in for Whitehead. Johnson, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Thomas in for Schroeder. Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And Brooklyn with possession here. Here's Bogdanovich with the drive. Count it!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
George draws the double. Here's Collins. Pass to Kessler. Outside Sexton. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. That's good for Markkanen.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
And here's Thomas from the arc. Oh, he nails it! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations. And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Outside Finney-Smith. There's the triple. The shot off that time. No good. So it's a narrow victory for the Jazz, pulling out the W. They played.
young and upcoming talent. Scary to think, isn't it, how good they might actually be?
Young talent means, Kevin, they have to grow. And the way you grow is playing big-time games against other talented players. So what a great opportunity on both sides against quality competition to see exactly where you're at.
And now Washington's starting group. They've got Jordan Poole. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's Carrington in at the two guard. Offensive rebound. Paxton with the bucket.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Poole finds Coulibaly. Finney Smith with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Picked by Finney Smith. Here's Bogdanovich. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, that's Bogdanovich making great use of the pick and roll. Fantastic at exploiting whatever the defense delivers to him.
Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game.
Now, here's Poole. Shot clock at 5. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist from Poole.
You can see that Kyle Kuzma has the kind of size and length and creativity to score on the interior.
Bogdanovich with the screen. A three-pointer is right on target.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Now Poole. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
Now, Dorian Finney-Smith increasingly efficient offensively. Good feel for when to rise and fire.
Over to the left wing. Here's Carrington. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Schroeder, and the Nets, another 3.
Well, you have to at least honor the long ball from Dennis Schroeder. He is more than capable from that distance.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
No, DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Wizards trail by 4. Pass to Carrington. Launches a 3. The shot, no good. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Koulibaly. 6'8" with a 7'2" arm span.
Yeah, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential.
Pass to Claxton. Finney-Smith with it, guarded by Kuzma. Thomas against Valanciunas. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
With his strength, it isn't easy to upset Valanciunas with a little contact. You're going to have to get a lot more physical than that.
Now here's Schroeder. Now here's Thomas. Back to Schroeder. The Nets working the ball around now. 5 to shoot. Pulls it up. Kept alive. Right side, Thomas. Schroeder setting the pick for Thomas. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. From outside, off the mark. Wizards trail by 3. Pass to Koulibaly. Tipped away. Thomas with the steal. Inside. From outside the arc. And the 3-ball is good. Thomas got 9 points.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
The 3 from Poole. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the 3-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Cameron Johnson is out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's Williams. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Clowney in at the 5 spot. So that's the Nets 5. The shot by Brogdon, no good. It's tipped. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Brooklyn leading by 6. Outside Williams. Pass to Watford. Johnson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Simmons. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Simmons got the lead up to 8 now for Brooklyn. We know, Doris, at one point the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
And here is Simmons following the three-pointer by Corey Kispert. Williams kicks to Johnson. Down low. Stolen by Brogdon. Here's Bay. No scoring in this one. They get it back. Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Williams passes to Watford. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Now, here's Brogdon. And stolen by Simmons. Out to the right wing. Pass to Johnson. Screen by Watford. Shot clock at 6. And shot on the way. And Sarr pulls it down.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Now, here's Brogdon. Kispert, the pass to Sarr. Count it. Sarr's got his first basket. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside to Brogdon. Over Simmons. A rebound by the Nets. Stolen by Brogdon. Takes it inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
What a nasty finish from Malcolm Brogdon. My goodness, go to work.
Johnson outside. Beyond the arc. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Bagley dishes to Kispert. Back to Bagley. And stolen by Simmons. 3 on 3. Here's Watford. Bay pulls it in. Wizards trail by 5. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brogdon's got 5 points so far.
There's so much confidence right now with Malcolm Brogdon. The catch and shoot, so pretty.
And Simmons kicks to Johnson. Back to Simmons. Pass to Johnson. 5 on the clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Washington's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
Johnson for 3, hits the three-point bomb. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
His first personal.
And this is the time now where the officials can review personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Poole with no one around. Offline with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And not too long ago, Doris, there were such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure in the league? Incredible.
Kuzma out left of the wing. Here's Carrington. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Count it. Good. Carrington's got 5 points so far. Schroeder outside. Finney-Smith kicks to Bogdanovich. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That is his first foul of the game. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Nets passing it around. 4 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Schroeder. The offensive rebound.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
On the wing, Koulibaly. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. A drive by Poole.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Bogdanovich. Claxton with it. 6 to shoot. Outside Thomas. It's good from long range. He's got 12.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing. Well, you love to see the intelligent basketball being played by Valanciunas, not just thinking about his own offense, but creating for his guys.
Finney-Smith kicks to Bogdanovich. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Washington making some changes. Wizards on D. It's a 3-point game. Here's Simmons. What a terrific move that was.
Guard skills, but a big-time forward or center-type body. Ben Simmons making it happen inside.
Bay finds Kispert. Outside to Brogdon. Back to Kispert. Fires for three. And again, Washington with the triple.
If you want to talk about an NBA player who has poise and vision, that's Malcolm Brogdon doing work with the pass. That is nicely done.
Williams, that's good.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Wizards trail by 4. Brogdon outside. In the corner, Bay with it. Brogdon the pass to Bay. Here's Kispert. The three-pointer, no good. 1:07 left to play in the third. The three from Johnson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bagley. .59 seconds left in the third. Screen by Watford. Johnson gets the bucket.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Pass to Saw. Now here's Kispert. T right on him. Driving the lane. And the dunk by Kispert.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Here's Saar. Unable to get that one. Stolen by Brogdon. And he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get right back to the action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Williams. Johnson is out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's Simmons. And it's Clowney in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitutions on the court.
Nets leading by 6. Schroeder surveying the floor. Here's Claxton. Sweet move. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 6 points for Nick Claxton.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
For 3, Brogdon. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wasted no time on that one. And now an 11-point Brooklyn lead.
Boy, we think of Dennis Schroeder as a natural-born scorer, but there he does a great job passing the basketball.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Thomas. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Picked by Finney-Smith. Thomas's shot is off. Wizards trail by 8. And Valanciunas kicks to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Throw down from Kyle Kuzma, a level of aggression.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Shooter passes to Bogdanovich. Outside Thomas. Schroeder against Poole. Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Wizards have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Poole. Nice ball movement by Washington. Kuzma can't get it to go.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
That's the line. Shooting for Brooklyn.
And this is the time the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, Malcolm Brogdon's starting to percolate a little bit, folks. Look out.
Here's Claxton. Gets it out to Bogdanovich. Claxton is screen on Brogdon. Oh, Claxton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Part of being a great scorer is understanding how to take the hit and score against tough defense. Hello, Kyle Kuzma.
Corey Kisper's checked in for Washington. Brooklyn leading by 5. Schroeder outside. And Claxton throws it down.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
And Poole gets it to go.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively. And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Basket counts. Poole's got 4 this quarter.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
And here's Kispert from the arc. Connects from three-point range. Now just a 2-point Brooklyn lead. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Wizards making a switch here. Koulibaly's checked in. 58 seconds left in the game. Schroeder, it's good!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Brogdon kicks to Kispert. Pass to Koulibaly. Into the lane. Count the basket and the foul. If the coach's challenge has been issued, a team like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
time now. The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Driving to the basket. Got it! A huge shot to tie it up.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so both free throws are good. And it's a two-point ball game.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball.